Hey everybody, Crew Blind Wave back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Melanie.
I'm Eric.
And we're back with Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow.
And not is it just Legends of Tomorrow, it's the final episode of the crossover week.
This is the third episode of the crossover?
Yeah. Or fourth, depending how you want to look at it.
I look at it as a fourth.
Me too.
I do. I look at it as a fourth, and I think Cisco is justified in his anger.
I can get why he can be angry. I just wish he would back up a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not at he can be mad, just
His brother's dead.
He doesn't
Yeah,
have
I
to be
get-
so
I know,
much
I'm
of
just
a
saying, like-
pussy. He's just
I don't think he's being a pussy.
Not being a pussy.
I think he's just being...
Moby.
I think that he's just like, this guy fucking messes shit up a lot, and I'm mad. I'm allowed to be mad. The main thing he did was like, who should be leader? And he's like, not fucking Barry. He messes everything up.
the other thing I don't like about Cisco was him telling about Caitlyn's power, which I felt wasn't quite right for him to do.
No.
And also telling about the secret of Barry talking to Rip.
Of course, this
I was
is.
like, I don't think that's... They had a conversation. There was a reason that the leaders
Yeah.
decided not to right now. And that was why.
Sure. I get you.
This
So.
is Flashpoint Cisco and Flashpoint Caitlyn, so I guess it's acceptable that their characters are different.
Well, it's Fallout Flashpoint.
Fallout
Yeah.
Flashpoint. Sorry.
It still works.
All right. So no poll?
We did not have a poll,
Whoops.
but if we do have one this time, it's probably going to be about the crossover.
Think so?
Yeah, this is the finale of the crossover. What's going to
There
happen?
probably won't be anything good that happens.
Just shut.
Sarah!
They kidnapped us. Seems fair.
Time travel. I'm definitely in.
I mean, I'm with him mostly because I just don't want to lose my geek cred, but time travel.
I could take him out of the Mick. The new president called. Which would be cool under different circumstances.
president.
But she wants to meet with us.
She.
Sarah's back up.
What about me? I can be backup.
I'll talk to you for a second.
I love you. I love you so much. You're so pretty.
So I'm asking for a little bit of space because I have to draw the line somewhere. Please stay here.
That seems strange.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really get that.
Right?
Oh!
Oh.
I love that.
I get that!
I love that.
Can you dig it? That was so cool if it was diggle.
Every day, we try to attack them with something infinitesimally small. And I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the lion with the thorn in his paw.
You used to love telling me that story when I was a kid.
What does she do?
Ooh.
Yeah, if only you knew someone with a PhD in nanotechnology.
Unfortunately, Raymond's busy working on other things.
I'm talking about me. Did those 6 years I spent at MIT magically slip your mind?
Daughter's a doctor! Be proud!
It's not.
Be proud!
You two work.
It's like, what is going on
You
in my life?
miss so much!
Yeah, I know.
Oh, freedom flirt.
Linguistic disorientation.
Flinged him flirt.
I'm Jordan.
You. Clean it up. We're gonna kidnap an alien.
Okay, I know I did not just travel through time so we could stay on the ship.
Ponytail, you're staying on the ship.
I'll take that as have fun storming the castle.
Princess Bride!
For real? You gonna use Princess Bride against me? Against me? Okay, I got you, bro.
Yes!
Oh, I forgot about this.
Going forth early.
I want to see it stealed.
Ray made it for me.
You look like a star-spangled idiot.
What?
Whoa.
Did you see that?
What's that thing?
There's a hidden blade.
It's like you flipped them off.
Oh, dude, it looks great! Ah, for a second.
Are you okay, Dad?
I'm just preoccupied with my work, that's all.
Poor girl. Poor Stein.
I feel bad for both of them.
Poor everyone. Poor me.
A month ago, I interacted with my younger self back in 1987 and unwittingly motivated me, to sire a child.
To love his wife.
I have the luxury of fixing my mistakes.
I mean, that's the mission of the Legends, but... No!
That sucks.
I see that you've managed to catch us a specimen.
I'm afraid we're gonna have to keep
That's
this.
the old guy.
Who are you?
Just a humble civil servant.
With the glasses.
The same glasses.
Yeah. Oh! Go steal!
He didn't steal.
If I tell you, I'll have to kill you.
Flash could take them out in a second.
Yeah, I know.
Barry, I think it's time to do something. I and fast.
That's Kid's thing. He can do it. Oh! No.
Oh, he's fast.
taking
He's
one in the
fast.
leg?
Yeah.
Right? That's what.
Sniper!
On it.
On it.
Oh. Get him.
Yes! Revolution against the government.
Sweet.
Oh!
Oh, wow. That was a trick shot.
He was just standing there the whole time.
I'm trying to help you.
Oh, Felicity and Cisco.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Tech support.
Team tech support.
That's so sexy.
It must be capable of experiencing pain.
Needle!
Even in an alien.
Screaming.
Oh, steal time.
What brought them back?
You did, Mr. Allen.
What?
That's who you are.
You threatened the entire universe when you used your powers to upset the normal course of time.
You're talking about Flashpoint?
They can.
How do you even know about
They told us.
If your friend does not turn himself in, we will have no choice but to deploy a weapon that will exterminate all meta-humans.
Sheesh.
We must exterminate your kind before the scourge of your planet becomes the scourge of ours.
That's a good line.
I just wanted to make things right. We ended up making them worse.
Jay Garrick has to be going crazy. What the hell's going on over there?
Why does the Earth One listen?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I truly believe I'm seeing you for the first time.
Don't you erase that woman?
No offense, Oliver, but you and what army?
The Justice League.
This one.
That's beautiful.
Listen, Red, I don't like you. But when you got a crew, you don't take a hit for the rest.
Right.
I don't care if that's what it means to be a hero. You're not a hero to me.
You're a friend.
You're my friend.
Aww.
Here we go.
Here we go. Ah! Fuck these aliens. Trying to police the galaxy. This is Earth!
The caveat, of course, is that if we activate the weapons before all the devices are placed on the dominators, they'll know what we're up to.
Oh, we gotta do it fast. The only way I know how.
He shoots stuff, he puts it, they have on everybody.
Oh! Oh!
Adam.
Oh!
Where's Supergirl?
Oh!
Yeah!
That's what I wanted!
Oh, here we
That
go.
is awesome.
Man, they
What?
got two of those things.
Whoa, look at this shot! This is television!
Love this. Oh, dude.
Did you see?
He's like, ding.
Vixen!
Elephant.
Welcome to Earth, motherfucker! There's like, we'll follow her.
That elephant.
Whoa!
Doop, doop, doop.
I wonder how much it weighs.
It's slowing down.
Probably a megaton.
Thank you, Cisco. I haven't noticed.
Arrow is shooting aliens.
Oh,
Jeez.
Oliver.
What?
Whoa.
Supergirl.
Yes! It was an Arrow and Supergirl theme.
I love
Together.
it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, your stupid reason doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
We still got dominators all over the country. This looks like a job for Supergirl.
What's she gonna do?
Whoa! And Flash.
I'm not the least bit insulted.
Sorry, Supergirl and Flash. This is totally a job for the both of you. That's what I meant. Supergirl and Flash.
Look at this!
Devices are being planted.
I can't do it, man. It's too big. I can't do it. You must, Jefferson. I have a daughter. Her name is Lily, and she's counting on you. She's counting on both of us.
Alright, that got me. That got me a little bit.
Oh, it's water.
The ships?
It's all around the world.
The bomb didn't work. Fuck this planet. Listen to this music. Look at all of those costumes.
So awesome. I didn't recognize who that was at first until like, oh, it's Kara.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? She really kind of looks like my cousin.
That's fantastic.
awesome.
Oh my god!
I love
That is
that.
fantastic.
You are Earth's mightiest heroes.
Oh shit.
You guys film the group hug?
No.
It's an interdimensional extrapolator.
Oh.
It creates small breaches, so you can use it to cross over to our universe anytime you need to.
That's amazing.
I also included communication functionality, so
Oh!
if you ever need any help, you can always contact the team.
Crossover.
Come help Savitar and Prometheus.
I was telling her on my Earth we have a department of extra normal operations, which deals specifically with aliens. She thought it was an excellent idea. She also loved my pitch about reassigning you to Antarctica.
I love her.
I love that little.
She's so adorably evil.
Yeah.
How's it work? It's a vagina. It's a vagina in your pocket.
Pocket.
Fucking-
Next time, I'm gonna get you. I understand I beat you twice. The first time was a tie, and the second time, no witnesses the second time. To things not being normal. To life being full.
Nice.
I like
Wow. And then on a bar scene. That's cool. For it being a Legends of Tomorrow episode, there was not a whole lot of Legends of Tomorrow in there, was there?
No, I mean they
Jax
had the
fixed-
Wave Rider,
yeah.
and they brought in.
Yeah.
They got rid of Thea, I think, so they could bring in Vixen and Steel and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, you
Yeah.
know. But they saved the day,
Yeah.
kind of, with the and the Wave Rider and everything.
A lot of the conversation about this week has been like, this isn't a real crossover. This isn't, you know, with Supergirl, with Arrow, and all that stuff. I mean, this was straight up crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Legends of Tomorrow episode, but it was the finale, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you have all these characters in
Yeah.
all these shows. I mean, it's hard to have equal
Yeah.
screen time with everybody, but each one kind of focused.
Yeah.
For the most part, until this one, I think, you know, Flash focused a lot on Flash characters. Arrow obviously focused
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
on Arrow characters.
Stein had a huge...
And in this one, it was very much about Stein. There was a lot of Captain Steel, and then
Yeah.
going back in time. But you still had the crossover of Cisco and Felicity
Yeah.
in the background, and then you had Supergirl and Flash working together to everything.
You had
So-
you had the resolution of the Flash
Cisco
Cisco
stuff.
No,
storyline,
yes, that
you know?
was, thank
Which,
God.
which is good. I'm glad.
Yeah, me too.
I after it being done, even though I feel like he might have been a little too hard on it. I understand him having some
Yeah.
you know,
Resentment.
reserves and stuff like that with it, but I like what happened. Although I don't
Yeah.
fully get what was the change in the future. They saved an alien in the past, but what was the actual change? Were they not wanting Flash in the future before, and now they were?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Is that what it was?
I guess. See, I don't know, because when they went back in time,
They hadn't saved him
they
yet,
hadn't
and
changed it yet.
and the president was still wanting to meet with
Yeah.
him. So like that was the only thing I didn't get, because he was like, I went back in time to fix it. I just messed stuff up, and all I want to do is help. I'm like,
Mhm.
but what did he actually change?
Instead of letting the
Or-
alien.
Was it the meta bomb? Was there not a meta bomb before because there wasn't any like real metas there?
And then I was going to have the 2 million people casualty. Maybe. I don't know.
That was the only thing I
I
didn't.
mean, it's got to be something that changed that we didn't see in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that's the only thing that like
3.
when they mentioned that, I don't know if maybe I just missed it or what, but I
Yeah.
wasn't 100% sure of like, okay, sure they saved that alien in the past and could talk to him.
Yeah.
But what exactly changed in the future that he messed up?
Yeah, because, I mean, where it all started changing is whenever they came in to abduct it. Like, those guys wouldn't even had that alien to interrogate them. So, like, it basically reset itself because these metas freedom. And the Dominators already knew that there were metas on the planet.
Because of the
So-
JSA, they said.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm with you. I don't quite get
Yeah.
that.
Maybe I just missed it. I don't know, but I wasn't 100% sure on Cisco's. Although I like the idea of like Cisco went back in time and tried to help. And he's like, I just wanted to help. That's what Barry's been trying to do
Yeah.
all along. He just wants to help and make things right, or what he feels is right. And
Yeah.
now he's learned like you can't just mess with time travel because it messes stuff up. That's why See, he was always like, well, you wouldn't go back and save my brother. I felt like in this Flashpoint timeline, that Barry, like, knew the repercussions already, so he's like, no, I can't. I know what will happen now. It wasn't just like, I don't want to do it, because I feel like he would have done it if he could have.
Yeah.
But I think he already knew the outcomes then.
It went from him being mad because you're not going to save my brother to, oh, you actually, indirectly, but did cause my brother to be dead in this timeline.
Yeah.
But even though I kind of get it, and maybe they went a little too far with it in terms of, like, making Cisco kind of a negative, where he's usually way positive.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's over. Hopefully.
Yes.
Also, Caitlin, good. She's like over there giving like
Lessons,
life
yeah,
lessons and
like,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, she's a relationship counselor.
As being a daughter, and she doesn't have good
Yeah.
relations with her parents.
No.
I think her dad's dead, right? And then
think
her
so.
mom's, how her mom was.
Yeah.
I think about going up and they're stopping, and then they immediately just stop. It's like they know I'm staring at them.
It's interesting that Dominators like actually fear metas, not just metahumans, but meta things.
Well, it's not even that. It's not even, I don't know if it's the metahuman. I think it's just power.
Well, that's what I'm saying, meta things.
Okay.
Meta things.
Things with powers.
Well, like, I wrote down, like, good guy aliens. Because, like, we
Well,
want to,
yeah.
you know what I mean, though? Like, they're wanting to save their race, but they're also, like, we've seen when this power goes into bad hands, what they do with it. And we want to prevent that. It's a little, I mean, it's a premature, like, we're killing all the power, so bad guys can't have it, But
I mean, is it necessarily them like trying to police the universe, or them trying to make sure they have no rival? So the scourge of your planet doesn't become the scourge of ours. Maybe it's a matter of like, look, we have all of these guns and shit. It's not like we're pacifists,
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that the Jedi keep an order in the galaxy.
Yeah,
maybe
have a bomb and stuff to kill off powered people.
Maybe they want to make sure, kind of like Thanos and the Avengers, like they court death and Thanos turns around,
Yeah.
Pretty much saying like, hey, you can't mess with Earth the way you mess with everybody else. It's kind of happened the same thing here.
Yeah.
And they use Earth mightiest heroes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that the Avengers saying, they didn't come out and be like Justice League or
I
nothing like
kind
that?
of wanted the president or whatever.
I know.
I didn't.
Thank you to the Justice League.
I like having. You killed the Justice League.
I killed him.
In Smallville, they made a joke where it's like, what are we going to call ourselves? Like, I don't know, like Junior Lifeguards of America? Like, that sounds kind of stupid. The GLA?
Yeah, it's funny.
That's hilarious.
I like having that there and little nods to it all, but not just coming out being like, here's Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, now, I mean, what if they slowly build up and brought more into their CW universe? I mean, as well as their stuff's going, if they could keep building it. During, like, a break that they have, like the summer break, they have Justice League.
Like a Defenders for the Netflix shows.
Yeah, they bring them all together, and here's this. And then
Yeah.
when that's over, now it's back to the regular seasons of all of them individually.
See, I love that stuff, but then you have what we kind of have now. It's like, well, if they have access to Supergirl all the time, next time they fight Savitar, it's like, hey, call your friend. She can help.
You have the whole thing of, like, well, Flash isn't here because he's busy with Savitar.
Yeah,
that's why
I
he
know.
can't help Arrow.
Yeah.
That's why this is that. So, like, if you could do it where it's like, well, this is what they're all doing here.
Yeah, I get
Now
you.
they come together and do it. If one more time this season, Arrow calls Flash, and Flash calls Supergirl, or Supergirl calls Flash.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess everyone's just calling
Kinda-
Flash.
But
But just to give that, okay, they can do it, but sometimes they can't.
Well, kind of like when he showed up to fight Reverse Flash in season 1 of Flash, or the first time, or when he came to the
To free
league.
him from Parbat.
Yeah.
Nana Parbat.
Yeah.
what if they gave that little teleporter like a limited amount of uses, so then it's not overbearing? I mean, right now it's kind of like, hey, complete access all the time, like you said.
But at the same time, hey, we need your help. I'm like, well, my world's in danger too. I can't just freely come. So I mean, there's I feel like there are balances there. Also, I don't know that Supergirl would be like, hey, Arrow, I need your help against this alien menace.
Oh yeah.
And Vibe can just always do it. I like that the technology that's in this thing, well, why didn't they do that before? They were trying to get to other Earths, but he has studied himself to be able to make this thing.
Been learning the
That's
dimensions
really
and
cool.
everything. Yeah, they had trouble making it to get to Earth 2 before.
Yeah.
Now that he has this power and can do it, he knows more about it, which is nice.
So what about Ray's line?
The cousin,
Kind of looks like my cousin.
I loved it. I loved
That was wonderful.
Oh my gosh, I about lost it.
His face, like he did, like you could tell, like the crew's probably cracking a smile, and he just his straight face, like it's so good.
I would love if that was improv. She kind of looks like my cousin, and then was just like, I'd love it.
Who are the other heroes that are available right now? The Hawks are still out there. And Vixen from today is still out there.
Yeah, we've seen them too.
It would have been kind of fun to just see, like, as they were the other cities and shit, to just see, like, for a split second, them fucking fighting off aliens.
Yeah. Where's Pied Piper been?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
He was a good guy now after they changed some timeline stuff.
Like, hell, I would have loved to see, like, fucking, like, Weather Wizard out there. Like,
Yeah, what if him and the Trickster and stuff are out there, throwing out, like, bombs and shooting stuff? And
That'd be awesome.
you have Malcolm Merlin over there, like, fighting stuff, trying to protect Thea.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Thea just went home.
Yeah.
I understand, though, she went through some shit.
Yeah, so did Oliver, but...
Yeah.
Was she just not available for this episode or something?
I think
there's just so much.
There was a lot of people.
But she wasn't even at the end, was she?
No.
At the party?
No, but I think there was a lot of people in it, and she was the Arrow one that they were paying for, and then the special guest on Flash. So, like, we've had her, go here.
And then story-wise, she just probably...
I mean, she almost stayed there. I can understand her being like,
she's like,
I can't leave my family.
It could have been Oliver being like, no, you are going home.
Yeah. Plus, if you look at, like, her story-wise, other than that, you know, she didn't want to save Oliver by being Speedy. So, like, she came to aliens, and then she's like, that's too much. I don't want to do this. I'm going back to, like, I'm going to go figure out if Lance is drinking yet because of aliens showing up. Thinks the end of the world, he just starts chugging. Forget it. Forget it.
I do have one huge complaint, and I'm very disappointed that they did not ask Flash about what's going on with Reverse Flash.
Oh, yeah.
Like all 4 episodes here.
You have them there.
There was not one conversation like, by the way, your, like, arch villain is fucking shit up for us, you know?
Well, they don't know it's Reverse Flash, though. They know it's Speedster, right?
She knows it's Reverse Flash. Sarah does. From after, whenever it took dark.
Oh, I guess she did say Reverse Flash.
So that's my only complaint, like, well... I mean, we talked about, like, the thing coming in from Stein, but we didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
But there's only so much you can do. I hope maybe next week or whenever we see it next, they'll be like, by the way, Barry said this about him.
Just to give it a little nod. Something like that'd be good. It'd be so cool if, like, somehow, like, I halfway wish they would have been like, hey, Wally.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, I know.
You know, something like that. But we didn't have Wally and Joe and all that kind of stuff. But I understand, like, what would Joe been doing?
Yeah.
Like, Diggle wasn't able really to take care of it, you know?
No.
Diggle was starting to get his butt kicked. P-Wave could handle it.
He can handle anything. Including... He had the scene that, like, told Barry, like, no, we're together, we're friends.
Right?
You know? Like, that was so great, man.
When you got a crew, you don't go by yourself.
Yeah,
like, he's comparing us to criminals, and I'm, like, just thinking, like, Snart would be like, yes, Barry.
Right?
know?
Barry would... I wish Snart... That would have been... He'd have had so much fun during that.
I know. I wish Black Canary were there, too. Steel has eye makeup on, when he has his...
When he has his mask
on.
The
so does he have to, like, go, like... ha! You know, to like get ready.
How does that
we already have.
It's better than going.
Hold on, guys.
Dreads.
I don't know. It's just one of those things. Do you think Steel can like make just certain parts of his body turn steel? Like,
well, that's
could
what
he just
saw.
have just his arms?
He went and punched someone. It was just
No,
his arm.
his face was too.
Yeah, he does. He does
Yeah.
his whole body all at once for like a couple seconds, and then he turns off.
Yeah,
but I wonder if he can do like just like his arms if he wanted to.
You know when he punched the alien, right? And
Yeah.
he jumped. He just punched it, and then his whole body unsteeled again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just his arm. My bad.
Does all of them turn steel?
Yep. I think it's
like this, just steel.
Ching.
Or does it immediately junk?
That's blood flow. This is just hardened skin.
So just
yeah.
Okay.
You're obsessed with his.
Wait,
jump.
can it? And then
I don't. I was gonna say I don't quite understand.
Probably
what...
not.
Okay.
Do you think that the Dominators have a lot in common with Wild Dog from last episode?
Anti-metas?
Yeah. Even though Wild Dog completely like, all right, I get you. Yeah, the Dominators kind of did too, though. They're just like, our bomb didn't work, and this fucking hurts. Let's get out of here, eh?
Let's leave. Why are they always Canadian?
Canada?
They're always Canadian.
They also communicate telepathically.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then they communicate
Which is
through
good, because they have no lips.
hollow telepathically.
Yeah. That was.
But they've also talked too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was
So-
all in Hebrew or whatever.
It's gotta be their transponder somehow that works it.
Maybe that
you know?
thing had like some kind of telepathic.
Yeah, it's alien
Wi-Fi.
technology somehow. So
Okay.
like,
yeah.
Otherwise, like they can't understand him, so they have to contact.
Yeah.
Well, just like Darth Vader. Darth Vader choked someone over a hologram, right?
Well, he just reached out in the Force and just did it through like vast distance. Size
Tactic.
matters not, distance matters not.
Yeah.
I was just like, I shut that shit down, Melanie. I'm sorry. I'm like, no. What was your favorite moment? Was it the I don't know, the Lily, like, I need to save my daughter. Lily, that was a powerful moment for me.
Yeah, with Jefferson and I
either
like that
or maybe the shot of everybody coming together.
Stop, like, that one, like, that was good. On the roof or whatever, or the one where they were like, Barry, no. Like, because that was good too.
That was good too, really but I just love seeing the Flyers and these guys, and there's Heatwave back there, and he does not belong. You know?
There's Diggle.
No, but I mean, like, Diggle is a hero. Heatwave, yes, he also has heroic qualities, and he maybe be stubborn, but he also is only there to burn these fucking aliens. He's not like, I need to save the world and everybody will love me.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not gonna not burn these aliens.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what he's there for. That's what I love.
He's also got his sense of, like, these are, like, my
crew,
friends,
yeah.
You know?
I know. But I like to think that burning comes first. Also my crew.
Maybe. I do like that, you know, we got firm confirmation of them saying, like, I changed this.
Yeah.
Because even Caitlin's like, wait, was this from Flashpoint that she came from? Because we haven't seen his family at all since Flashpoint. Mm-hmm. It could have been. But him saying, like, I think I told him to love my wife a little too much.
You figure they would everybody would have... Everybody, like, kind of blamed Barry for a lot of stuff. Like, Jefferson freed the slaves and killed those Confederates. You know, he created some stuff. Mm-hmm. Sarah totally was going to kill Dark without caring, you know? Everybody's done something. Cisco, Barry has saved you from dying. Remember when Reverse Flash killed Cisco, and then during the tsunami episode, and then he came back. That's why I started to vibe, because he revived his death.
Well, he saved everyone from dying during Vandal Savage.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. It's resolved now.
Everyone would just be dead now.
Everybody would just be dead, and the Dominator would just come and be like, oh, nothing's here, and they'd leave.
There's no threat. Wait, who's this Vandal Savage guy?
Right.
Let's talk to the Thangarians. Like, they come together to fight Vandal Savage. All right, Q&A?
Yeah, Q&A. Andrew Osborne. Do you guys think the reason the show had all over bench Supergirl was because she's too powerful a character? I mean, yeah. I didn't really understand at all his... Like, sometimes I push back too hard or something like that. What was he meaning?
I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
I wasn't 100% sure on that scene either, I guess, either.
See, I thought he did that because, you know, later on we'd see her come in and save the day or something, but that didn't even happen.
Saved him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whenever they were together again.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like she came out of the blue stalking him and boom, hey, I saved you. But
I just, like I said, I don't know what does her saving him at the end resolve? Like, what issue did they have? Like,
maybe like a distrust for aliens? Is that what it was about? I don't really get what his thing was about.
I don't get it. I don't know. But, I mean, sometimes having a character too powerful can make the tension go away. Like, whenever all the government people were there. I'm like, Flash could end this in a second. I mean, Zoom was in the same exact situation in the coffee shop, and all the cops were there pointing him, and he just snapped on the neck.
They were just down.
Yeah. Yep. So, it kind of ruins the tension when I'm like, just fucking run! That's what you do! You're a boy who runs!
Melee Hellbot said, so why exactly did the aliens give up that easily?
Pain sucks.
I guess they put all of them into pain, right?
Yeah.
And then also destroyed their bomb.
It could be that just, like, we can't stop these people.
I mean, maybe that was, like, their best effort, and they're like, we don't really have a plan B.
Yeah.
Unless that was all of the Dominators, and they thought that they were all in danger, and would wipe out the species or
maybe.
something.
Jamie Dewey said, did you know that Katie Lotz, who was Sarah, real dad was a part of the crossover? He was the bartender in the Arrow episode. That's cool.
Huh.
I did not know that.
I did not either. Dan said, which crossover episode was your favorite? Mine was The Flashes.
Mine was Arrow.
I liked Arrows a lot.
I liked Arrows a lot. Except I cried a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it may not have had a ton to do with, like, the actual alien invasion. It was more about getting these guys back and also, like, them getting out of that area.
Yeah.
But I just enjoyed it so much.
I don't love ranking things that are similar to each other against each other. So if someone said, like, which was your favorite, like, I liked this crossover. But if it's just personal, like, enjoyment or emotion, it's definitely Arrow. Yeah. Wild Charge says, what do you think of Nate in his costume when he steals up? I love it. I think it looks awesome. Like, when he's... It's a little... It rides on the verge of corniness when he's not Steel. But I love it so much, and the show is so crazy anyway. Yeah. I don't give a shit.
I think he also likes it being just so...
Yeah.
Well, think about who made it. It was Ray.
Yeah.
Like, if Len made it, it would have been, you know, reserved and cool and just neat looking versus Ray. Ray's all retro. And
Their second part of the question was also, what upgrades would you give the Atom suit?
Upgrades?
Yeah.
I would inject it into his body so that he
always has it.
So that he can shoot stuff
Like
and shrink and grow.
yeah.
Instead of being a suit.
Yeah. I like the new faceplate that doesn't have the eyes, the light shooting into his eyes.
Yeah.
At least they listen to me there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you can't see it. Like, while he was
Yeah.
acting, you couldn't see his facial expressions, and it kind of bothered me.
Well, to me, I see it as twofold. One, practically, whenever you have lights shining in someone's eyes, it's hard to look. You know. Two, it's going to be way easier to pull off close-ups of his CG stunt double and not have an actual physical face you have to replicate, you know?
Yeah.
True.
So I get that, but
You'll
I
have a
also
little bit down here,
agree.
but not
Yeah.
not a lot of CG face.
Like, the Dominators look wonderful because they're not supposed to look human, whereas that big giant Nazi guy, even though he's a big giant, technically does not look very good.
Eric
you know?
doesn't hold grudges or anything.
I don't.
Big Red 72 said, which episode of the 3 had the best opening logos?
Oh.
Legends was probably the best for the crossover,
Yeah.
Arrows was
But
awesome,
I loved
though.
Arrows.
but Arrows I loved more.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Because I have 5 years invested in that,
Yeah.
you know?
Also, the flashes was like...
Yeah,
Flash.
right.
Like, that was really...
True,
all
that was
3 were
cool,
really
too.
sweet.
They were all good.
Harshal said, CW raised the bar for crossovers. Intense character moments plus spectacle. Did they exceed your expectations as well?
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
I didn't
it a lot.
expect any of that.
You expect any, I didn't
No.
expect any spectacle. I didn't even expect to enjoy it.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, the first crossover we had was fighting Captain Boomerang. The second was the introduction of Vandal Savage. This one was fucking aliens.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like that's a step up.
And it also was a little storyline in its own of them defeating the
Yeah.
villains. Rather than like Vandal Savage was just like introducing him
Yeah.
and then like something's going on and then that's their a
Yeah.
bad guy, you know?
And it was all over the world. Flash and Supergirl went all over the world beating them up. And then there was a small party of the street level people fighting on a rooftop.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The power scale is so strange.
It'd have been cool to see. I think it would have been cool to see them fighting in
Yeah.
Star City, and then you had like Pied Piper and the other heroes we talked about.
That would have been good, yeah.
Magenta.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that have been cool to see
Yeah.
Magenta fighting and stuff like that?
Just
Like
picks
there's
the
like
boat, kills the hospital while everybody's
Nick,
while they're distracted.
she's like throwing metal like bars and
Yeah.
rebar.
King Shark just chomping at people.
Nah.
Okay. Aaron.
Gorilla Grodd and his army.
I know. That's what I said.
Aw.
Aaron said. Aaron Shea or she said, which was your guys' favorite character from the crossover? Mine was Oliver. Like favorite moment or character for all 4 episodes. Immediately, Heatwave comes to mind
Yeah.
because the way they used him was pretty great for everything.
I just like his performance and just delivery and everything is always
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah.
And it's such a good character. I love it.
My favorite has to be Sarah, because Sarah was happy in Arrow, and it
Yeah.
was so awesome seeing happy Sarah.
And she had to say goodbye again. And she got to beat Dark.
Yeah.
By the way, she stabbed him with an arrow, the same exact spot he stabbed Laura with an arrow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, in
I
the
did not
stomach.
Oh,
You know?
I
Yeah.
did not see that.
Yeah. Because remember when he did that, he grabbed the arrow and stuck her in the stomach. And when she grabbed it out of the air, turned around, he did a punch over her head. She turned and stabbed like this. Right in the same spot. That was awesome.
Now, Oliver though was good.
Oliver was also good.
Especially like with the moment of like giving his parents a hug and telling
Yeah.
them bye and everything. Like that was very emotional. And then also like he was always on Flash's side too of like not splitting up the group really, except for splitting up the group for Supergirl. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of.
other than that, yeah, Oliver was really
Yeah.
good too. And Felicity.
Steve said no.
Badass Felicity. Sorry.
Yeah, with the gun.
Badass Felicity.
Who called tech support?
Yeah.
Steve said, no question, just mentioning that I wanted to yell at Stein, don't you dare delete that beautiful girl from existence. I think that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Don't you dare delete that girl. Colt says, why didn't Alex come over in the crossover? Isn't that her job to deal with alien invasions? It is, but there's not much you can do about it right now, unless you brought the whole DEO.
True.
So is it going to be a DEO on Earth 1 now?
Maybe. That'd be neat.
That would be cool.
I'm really curious on what they're going to do with like Arrow and Flash and stuff now that we know there
Yeah.
are aliens in this universe.
Because Central City has a metahuman task force now with their police.
Well, whenever Kara was talking to the old man at the end, she's like, well, I was just talking to your president about what all we're going to do with this alien situation.
Who was the president? It seemed like I recognized her.
I don't know.
I thought she looked familiar.
Yeah, I don't know who she was.
You might want to IMDb that so then we're not missing something.
Okay, last one, Shams Ali, I think is your name. In the next few years, where do you see the CW universe going / ending? And will it all end with Arrow? I don't want it to end. I don't feel like it's overstayed its welcome.
No. I mean, there's so many comic stories that they could dive into and stuff.
Right?
And even if they run out of, like, Arrow stories, they could always, like, keep him for, like, a Justice League kind of show.
Yeah.
Where they're working together and, like, okay, well, Arrow's gonna be gone. Maybe we'll bring it back when we need more stories or have more stories.
Yeah.
But, like, they could, if they could get DC to be okay with them using, like, Green Lantern and Aquaman and Wonder Woman, you know, Cyborg.
And?
Ooh.
I don't know, is there someone I'm missing? There's no one important I don't think I'm missing. Superman, sorry. Superman.
Batman.
He's in there. You can see him. He's always there.
So, like that would be...
Yeah, I know.
They have so many stories they could do. Like, they have the whole, like, Young Justice characters and stuff, that maybe that's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Like, they could easily, even if they don't keep all of these shows going right now, if these are the first ones,
I agree.
and then they start rotating into new stories, and then they have these
cool.
actors just come back to be these characters again.
Because, I mean, these guys are going to age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And the Flash is, Flash has been other people, and Spider-Man's been how many people kind of thing. Like, there's different versions of these same superheroes. You know, Green Arrow, Connor Hawke, that could easily be a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Oliver's this until later on, and then Connor Hawke's the Green Arrow. Like, I don't know. I think it all just depends on what CW is allowed to do from DC. Because, was it Suicide Squad was coming out, and they basically nixed all their Suicide Squad stuff. And I'm sure that had to be something to do with DC and CW trying to, like, what can we use? Well, you can't use that anymore. Okay, well, we'll kind of get rid of this. Kill Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
You know, all that kind of stuff.
I would want them to just trust the audience are not idiots, and they can accept more than one version of a character at a time.
Yeah.
Wait. That Deadshot? That's Will Smith. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Turn
Right?
off. And call him and get behind this. You know, like, trust that your audience aren't idiots.
It'd be like if they canceled all their DC animated films because they want to have live action ones.
Yeah.
People might get confused they're the same story.
It's the same thing with Marvel,
It's
though,
just
too,
different.
because Marvel won't do, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff in the movies anymore, you know? And it's like, why? It's like, well, not everybody's watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and they get confused. Oh, I wonder what they could do if they got confused.
Watch it.
Everybody has a phone, they go in Google, like, who's this? Oh, it's from a thing. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And if you just have, like, tie-ins that just work together, it helps push, like, oh, well, maybe I should watch it since it dives into this.
Yeah.
So, I hope... I don't really see an end near for CW stuff, and I
No,
hope
me
it
either.
continues growing, and... Heck, eventually CW, it's just gonna be... That's all they do. It's all superhero shows.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They're like,
I mean-
Supernatural's like, we've gotten to the end of Supernatural, so let's do this. We don't need iZombie and, other
Screw
stuff.
you. We need iZombie.
If you asked me last year for Arrow, I'd be like, so what do you think of the future of Arrow is? I'm like, I don't know. It's probably ended pretty quick. It's not... I don't love it anymore. And now, Season 5, awesome.
Yes.
It's back.
Yes.
And I don't want it to go away.
Yes. Eventually, you're going to run out of stories.
Except for flashbacks.
But there are a lot of stories you can tell. Yeah, well, this hopefully will be the last.
Yes, it will.
I'm interested to see what they do with that next season.
They should do is to replace it with flash forwards. And it's like Justice League. Like every Arrow episode, you get Justice League story.
Well, I've got nothing else. I'm good. That's all the Q&As, right?
That's everything.
Okay. All right, guys. So, poll for this week. Now that we're at the end of the crossover, what was your favorite episode this week? We have Supergirl.
You have Supergirl. It counts.
It does count.
And it was an amazing episode.
It was a really good
a
episode.
really good
And
episode.
I believe it's also was the mid-season finale for that show right now. So they're going to be on a break. But
Yep.
it was a good episode. We had Flash, which really kicked up with the versus. You always got to have heroes versus heroes, right?
Yeah, you always have to.
And then we had Arrow, which was their 100th episode.
Yeah.
Sad and awesome and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had Legends of Tomorrow, which is awesome. Just Legends is always just a spectacle.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Always.
Isn't it, though?
So good.
Isn't it, though?
Like, there's so many times, like, stories, like, we're just like, all right, who cares? There was this, like, such cool things
Like,
happen.
we are Diggle for Legends.
No.
Like, what? There's a spaceship like that? So,
You can get giant. There's a giant robot. That's so awesome.
yeah.
You know?
We
love
had 4 really good episodes this week. So,
We
which
did.
one was your favorite?
We live in such good times.
Yeah.
Because in 2 weeks, we're going to go watch a movie that has Darth Vader in it.
Yes.
Life is good.
It's lightsabers and stuff. We need to just go watch more stuff.
Let's do it. Thank you guys for checking out this video. If you didn't know, we do reactions to every episode in the CW DC TV verse. So you have to subscribe to be able to interact in our polls. You have to go to Patreon. The button's over there. Sincerely, thanks everybody for being with us in this crossover.
I hope not.
All right, we're out of here. Fuck you guys.